Hello everyone, Boone here. Welcome back to Boone Builds. Today I am going to be building the Lego Creator Gingerbread House. I'm very excited about this build. This is number 10267. It has 1,477 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and tell my social networks that I am live. Let's see, I might even change my view here so that you can see part of me, part of the desk, and part of the build there. And let's just dive in and get going with this thing. So this was sent to me by Lego. My full review of this set will be on Beyond the Brick later, I think next week. So you can check that out there. But you're welcome to hang out with me here for the next couple of hours. I will probably be on until I think noon today. So I started a few minutes late. Sorry for that. I started at 10:05 a.m. Pacific time, and I will go until about noon Pacific time. So let's see. I want to make sure that my stream health is good, and it looks like it is. I'm going to start opening these bags. Take a look first at the manual here. Open that up. I know that if you're joining me and you're saying, Boone, why the heck are you doing Christmassy stuff in September? And I guess my answer to that would be this set has not been released yet. It's brand new, so we're just at the cutting edge of new set releases here from Lego. But I always love Christmas. I'm not one of those people who tends to, boo-hoo when the Christmas songs come in early. I guess it does bother me a little bit when, Christmas stuff hits the shelves before we've even had a chance to experience Halloween. But anyway, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this creator set. And it's not, I don't know, I mean, it certainly looks Christmassy, but I think gingerbread houses in general are more like wintry. I don't think there's something necessarily like explicitly Christmas about gingerbread houses. So hopefully we can have a lot of fun with this just being kind of a wintry theme. All right, let's see. We've got one bag. Bag one. There's two bags. There are, looks like 1 3 bag, 1 number 4 bag, and no, I take that back. A big 3, a little 3, a big 4, a little 4, a big 5, and a little 5. That's pretty much what we got here. Every number has a large bag and a small bag, and they are separate bags, and we'll see if there are also smaller bags within the larger bags. If you are watching, go ahead and tell me, hey, we got Minifigure Collector in the chat. Hi, Minifigure Collector. I hope you're doing well. I'm dumping out bag number 1 here for the Creator Gingerbread House. And I can already tell there are going to be a couple of really wonderful minifigures in this set. Let's see. And it looks like they are both in bag 1, which is interesting to me. I have noticed lately that in a lot of the sets I've built, Lego tends to spread the minifigures out across the bags. And it looks like in this set, we've got both minifigures in bag 1. Open up the manual here. Let's see, is there a place I can set this where y'all can see it? We'll see. We're working this out. I'm coming back after quite a while of not streaming to this channel. So if you're here, oh, I guess there's 2 manuals. There's a large manual and a small manual. So bags number 1 start with this small manual here. Let me switch. I'm seeing the live stream, which is a couple moments behind, so I'm going to go back to my live view. Okay, there we go. So here is the manual number 1, manual number 2, and let's see. We will start with manual number 1. Set set this aside for now. Put bags 3 and 4 over here. Maybe put bags 5 with bags 3 and 4. Open this up. Hey, Brick Jonas, how you doing, man? Glad to see you in the live stream. It looks like the very first thing we build here, oh, is the minifigures. Okay, I wasn't wrong. I was like, am I crazy that the minifigures don't come first? And it looks like the torsos for, you know, what we got, like Mr. and Mrs. Gingerbread here. Torsos are identical. So we have a little differentiation by putting a skirt on the mother gingerbread person, and she gets a baby bottle in here somewhere. I haven't opened both bags of number 1. I guess that's where I should begin. Let's see, bag number 1. Let's see, so Brick Jonas says, just arrived home after some hard days at UNI. I'm happy you're streaming now. Is this the new Winter Village set? I don't know if this is considered a Winter Village set. This is a creator expert gingerbread house. So maybe if the Winter Village sets aren't, you know, explicitly branded Winter Village, then perhaps this one is considered that. But they are also gingerbread people, so that would be, you know, a bit of a departure from, you know, standard minifigures in the Winter Village sets. Hi, Janelle. Good to hear from you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So Minifigure Collector says that LEGO started separating the minifigures into different bags so that people would stop stealing them. I also think it adds to the build experience. But I remember, you know, when I was a kid, it seemed like you'd build all the minifigures first in the very first step. So here is the gingerbread lady. Let's see if we can get that camera to focus there. Yeah, that's pretty good. She's got the bottle for the baby. And I will put together the guy. He's got a nice mustache. And somewhere in here is a printed tile that has a picture of a gingerbread baby on it. So now the gingerbread dad, can hold the gingerbread baby. All right, cool. All right, so there are our minifigures. Let's see, is there a spot I can set these so that y'all can see them? I don't know. I'll put them right there for now, and they'll sit out there for a minute. Then it looks like we get to start building a decorated tree. Matt Caldwell says, hi, Boone, just peeking in on my break at work. Thanks for joining me, Matt. Janelle Curtis says, hi, Boone. Let's see, how many people we got in the stream now? Oh, we got 7 people watching. Okay, if you haven't piped up in the stream, hi to all of you, and feel free to comment in the comment thread there, and we'll try to get you into the conversation here. Oh, I'm already doing things wrong. Trying to look at the live chat and build at the same time. At this rate, I'm going to finish this thing next week. But seriously, I'm only going to build it for, you know, another hour and 45 minutes today. So if I don't finish this thing, which I doubt I will in an hour and 45 minutes, especially trying to talk to y'all in the chat, I will probably have to finish this build in a, you know, a second live stream, which is fine with me. I don't mind that. Let's see, this is also an opportunity for me to like start working out some of the issues with my stream. I'm okay here, like there's a lot of dead space over here, so if I took a moment to adjust the camera or adjust where I'm sitting, maybe you could see more of me. That's a little bit better. And less of like the junk, but that's okay. We'll work with this. And you know, a lot of the people that I follow, oh, we got Galagade. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's been a while, I know. But this gives me an opportunity to, you know, kind of tweak my live stream settings. And you know, most of the content creators that I follow, you know, they'll say, don't worry about your setup. Don't worry about your equipment. Just start. And, you know, so often I don't come out here and create because I'm so worried about, you know, what the setup is going to look like. I'm worried about what my studio looks like. I've done some work out here, but I've got a long way to go, because if you could see the floor, man, you'd say, Boone, what on earth are you doing? Good. I'm glad you guys are taking a moment to connect in the chat there. We've got basically kind of a stalk here with some Travis bricks for this little tree, and then some plates go together. So anyway, let's see. What's new with y'all? Have you been to any awesome Lego related events lately? I'll talk a little bit about some of my recent interesting Lego journey. So I got to go to Bricks by the Bay in, you know, the San Francisco area this summer. I also, you know, I met John Hanlon from Beyond the Brick there, and I was sort of filling Joshua's role for Beyond the Brick at Bricks by the Bay. Let's see. Ben Kahn says, hi from Virginia. What are you doing in Virginia, Ben? Thanks for joining the stream. I also, one of the cool things is I got to meet Norm from Tested at Bricks by the Bay. That was really cool to meet that guy. Also met a lot of really wonderful AFOLs. Ben Kahn says he's visiting family. Thanks, Ben. Tell everyone in your family that Boone says hi. Met a lot of new AFOLs in the Bay Area that I, you know, didn't know before. And then smaller. Then we drove from the Bay to San Diego for San Diego Comic-Con, and it was my first opportunity ever to attend San Diego Comic-Con. That's something I've wanted to do for years. You know, I think I'm doing this wrong, but it's okay because I have to build 2 of them, so I can just do 2 at a time. And man, Comic-Con was out of this world. I walked more that day than I think, I don't know. I want to say on that trip, I drove more and walked more than I have ever driven and walked in a 2-week period. It was crazy. But San Diego Comic-Con was incredible. I would definitely recommend it if anyone is able to go someday. I know it's really hard to get into, so I was definitely lucky and privileged to get to go. Let's see. We just last weekend we had Rose City Comic Con here in Portland, and so my buddy Ben Kahn there. Madison Spencer, hi, Mr. Langston, hi. Everyone, Madison, have you sold your car yet? Well, we'll have to hear if Madison has sold her car yet. She is selling one of my favorite cars of all time, a Volvo 240 wagon. I owned one for a while. I actually bought one after Madison bought hers because I just loved it so much. The next time I needed to buy a car, I convinced myself that was the car to buy. Later on, I ended up wanting to, well, we inherited an extra vehicle, and it trickled down so that the 240 wagon was basically our 3rd car. And it sat around for a while because I just didn't want to get rid of it because I loved the car so much. And then we had some family friends that we knew that needed a car, and they borrowed it for a while. And then I think after borrowing it for 3 or 4 weeks, they said, "Hey, can we just buy this car from you?" And I said, "Yeah, it's just been sitting, so I will sell it." Biggest regret, maybe not the biggest regret, but definitely a regret I have because of all the cars I have ever owned and driven. The one I would love to own again is a Volvo 240 wagon. So someday I will. Madison, I wish I could buy yours now, but it's not in the cards because both of the other cars that we still have are still running. So we'll see. Someday I hope you find a good buyer for that. Gallagade says, wow, congratulations on your subscription, Boone, 10,000. Thank you very much. Yeah, you Galagade has definitely. I hope I'm saying that name right. I know it's every some odd months we get in a live stream, and you're always one of the gracious people that pops in here and hangs out with us. And I think it is Galagade. I hope. Anyway, um, like I said, Galagade is one of my longtime followers as well as minifigure collector. We have a lot of fun together. Hopefully, I'll get to do this more often in the near future. I definitely love live streaming, and like I said, I'm trying to work on my space here so we can get more. I can get more creativity flowing. Yeah, so that was great. Thank you for bringing that up. It was, just I think maybe during the month of July, I have a couple of old Buzz Lightyear videos that are some of my most popular videos. And when the new Toy Story movie came out this year, I had, a real big peak for a few weeks there of some crazy views and a lot of subscribership. And so it was during that time that I hit the 10,000 mark. So I'm really excited. That means some new things for the channel. I think I'm going to try to open up a merch store here. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'll try to open up a merch store here at Boon Builds soon. Got a lot of ideas. That's the merch store. The merch shelf from Teespring is one of the things that you sort of achieve when you hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. So that's really exciting. Galagade said, thanks for saying it correctly. Awesome. Good. You're welcome. We need more mocks from you. I actually, here, y'all will get a secret. Oh, here's a little secret for you. Just last weekend, I built a new ray gun, so I have a couple of sci-fi based ray guns that I really enjoy building. If you haven't seen it, I don't have it handy because it's in a box over there and I would have to dig it out. But if you haven't seen it, you can check out my Instagram at instagram.com/boonbuilds. And I'm working on, let me see if I can pick this up without breaking it. And that will be a test of whether it's coming together well or not. This is going to be the base. I worked on this last weekend. This is going to be the base of the... Don't tell anybody, because I want to keep this a secret. That T-Cat says, man, I'm late. I lost track of time. No problem. Thank you very much, that T-Cat. That T-Cat, thank you. This is going to be the base of... Man, I hesitate telling you, but you're my closest confidants here on this. This is going to be the base of the Castle of the Crystal from Dark Crystal. And so if you can imagine this sort of being the rocks that the castle sits on, the castle should stand about 3 feet tall. I'm trying to finish this ASAP, but obviously you can see I haven't gotten very far because I just have the base here. But I was pretty happy with how the sort of round-shaped rock assembly is coming together down here. And apparently it's pretty stable because I can kind of toss it around a little bit. All right. Galagade says, we don't tell. Thank you very much. And let me set this back over here. Other than that, yeah, part of my process in this space is to try to get this into a space where I can be building more mocks soon. Hey, Brick25, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on your recent milestone. Galagade says, I'll still not see the series yet. Yeah, I think you probably mean Dark Crystal. Yeah, I just started it, but I think the castle will look really cool. I've seen one other person has done a smaller scale version of the Castle of the Crystal. They did an excellent job. I want to kind of take it to the next level and make it bigger. Okay, I gotta keep pressing on here. Man, I'm hardly gonna get this little Christmas tree done by the time I have to pop off the stream here. I'm getting stuff wrong. This is fun though. I don't even care. It's like when I'm talking to you all and I see the chat going and we engage and I try to build at the same time, and the building piece of that generally doesn't go very well, by the way. Brick25, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But, that's okay, because we're just here. We're having fun. and hopefully eventually we'll get into the meat of this set. I do think I will probably have to do this in 2 live streams. I'm gonna take a drink of my tea here. Hey, that tea cat, if you're still there, I got a question for you. What, what, you know, openly, what's not licensed, what's like the open source music that you play during your live streams? I'd love to know that because I think it would be fun for the folks here to have a little bit of music to listen to while I build. But as you all know, on YouTube you can't just play any music because almost all, commercial music is copyrighted. Here we go. There's a little Christmas trees coming along. Nice. That's good. Okay. What's next? It looks like we build the star. This is cool. I'm excited about this. I've had the Jurassic Park theme song stuck in my head. Well, I should say, if you've ever joined me for a live stream before, you probably know that the Jurassic Park theme song is one of the most common songs that I have stuck in my head. I'll often just start humming it while I'm building. But let's see, the Jurassic Park collab from the Pacific Northwest had a giant Lego Jurassic Park collaborative build at Rose City Comic Con last week, and it was just wonderful. And they were playing, they were playing the theme songs the whole time we were standing there. It was really a lot of fun. If you haven't seen the Jurassic Park big collaborative build, you could check out Beyond the Brick. They did a video in Bricklink. So if you're interested in that, sometime maybe jot it down. I don't want you to leave my stream, but jot it down and go search Jurassic Park Bricklink. And there's a couple of different Jurassic Park builds out there, but this one is like 22 different people working on a massive build. And one of the most impressive pieces of it is Ben Kahn's rolling gyrosphere, and it just goes around and around. It's motorized, and it's amazing. This is a really interesting piece. I'm not terribly great with the part catalog, but this seems like a new piece to me. Again, don't quote me. I'm not going to say that it's a brand new piece, but it sort of is like a diamond shape or a kite shape with just like a bar on the back. And 4 of these go together to make the star. And I think that's really nice. It just looks like it's in transparent yellow. And this goes on top of the Christmas tree with one of these 1x1s with a clip on top, if I can find that piece. I saw somebody said, Yusefo said, what do you guys think of the new Lego Star Destroyer? I don't really think anything of it. I don't really have any opinion about it. I think it looks cool. It's not necessarily a set that's for me. I collect things, that are sort of not that. So it is certainly for other people. I know a lot of people are excited about it. I know a lot of people have complaints about it. Yeah, that's that. The new Star Destroyer. That T-Cat said, I once got the Jurassic Park theme stuck in my head, and only to later realize it was actually the theme from the Hercules TV show. Oh my goodness. I want you to call me right now and tell me how that song goes. That T-Cat. If you can hum the theme song from the Hercules TV show, call me right now and hum it. And then I'll know what you're talking about, because I have no idea how that goes. All right, let's see. We're moving on. Looks like the next thing we're going to build is the, what do you call it, a pram, like a stroller for the gingerbread baby. It's going to be super cute, I promise. The other thing about The other thing about creating and streaming, getting out here and just doing this and being here with you all is I'm not feeling very well. And I really wanted to use that as an excuse. I announced that I was going to do this stream yesterday, and I really wanted to just wake up this morning and be like, you know, hey, everybody, I'm not streaming today. I'm not feeling very well. And, you know, if I did that every time, that's the opposite of creativity. Like, whatever, if creativity is like some entity out there that gives you energy to like do stuff and make stuff, excuses are like the anti-energy to that you know, to creativity. And so I thought, you know what, Boone, you just gotta get over it. So your nose is a little bit stuffy. Like, if people want to watch you build the Lego Creator gingerbread house, they're gonna watch anyway. And so I'm glad. Hopefully, the next time you feel like you want to be creative, but your body's telling you to stop. Not that I suggest you don't rest when your body needs to rest, but hopefully you will sometimes be encouraged to overcome, you know, the desire to just not do a thing and go ahead and do it. And that's making me feel pretty good today. I'm becoming energized by the decision to just, you know what, I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna build this thing. I'm gonna talk to people in the chat. Gallagade said, all I can think now is the Lego Movie 2 theme song. This is the song that's getting stuck inside you. Yeah. This song's gonna get stuck inside you. This song's gonna get stuck inside you. This song's gonna get stuck inside your head. Something like that. Okay, that reminds me of another great story that I'd love to tell you. So after San Diego Comic-Con, I flew my wife and kids down to San Diego because I had driven. So I drove like from Portland, you know, the 10 hours to Northern California. We did the Lego convention in the Bay, Bricks by the Bay. And then we drove, you know, the 6 or 7 hours or something to Irvine, and we got to see Beyond the Brick. We went to the Beyond the Brick warehouse, or I guess it's not Beyond the Brick. I'm sorry, I said the wrong thing. We went to the Bricklink offices, and they had a warehouse where they were processing all of the Bricklink AFOL design program models. And they, okay, here's the stroller for the little baby. So the dad gingerbread man can put the baby in the stroller. How cute. And it's got cookie wheels. So I don't know if you can see the cookie wheels. Eventually I'll get sort of all this orientation down to the cameras. Getting used to this stuff. So yeah, we got to see the Bricklink headquarters, and then we went to San Diego Comic-Con. So I had driven that whole way. I drove, you know, in the course of 2 weeks, I drove from Portland, making all these stops, and ended up in San Diego. After the Comic-Con, I flew my wife and kids down, and the very next day, we went to Legoland in California. And they had, it was my first time at Legoland, California. I've been to another Legoland location in another part of the world, but it was my kids' first time in Legoland. It was my first time in Legoland, California. And one of the wonderful things that I got to see there was this exhibit that was a Lego Movie 2 exhibit, and they had taken all of the props and set dressings from the basement, you know, the kids' basement. Let's see, Port Shoe. Yo, Boonster. Hey, Port Shoe. How you doing? Is that a shoemaker? Anyway, good to see ya. So then they recreated, what's the name, if you remember the name of the kid from Lego Movie 2, like the human kid who owns all the Lego, and it's down in the basement. He's the son of the Will Ferrell character. Tell me his name. Is it like Elliot or something? Someone put the kid's name in the chat. And okay, so I'm talking to one of the shoemakers. You can tell me later which one you are. but I'm so glad you're here. And I'm building a gingerbread house. For everyone who's joined since the beginning of the stream, I'm building the Lego Creator gingerbread house. This thing is a Finn. That's it. Thank you, minifigure collector. It is Finn. So anyway, they recreated Finn's basement from the Lego Movie 2 in this exhibit at the Lego House. Not the Lego House, Legoland, California. And it was amazing because it was all the real stuff. It had the washer and the dryer and there was a little Emmett figure underneath the washer and the dryer. I don't know what I'm building here. This looks like a snow blower. And then in there was, you know, the whole Apocalypseburg thing from in there. And then let's see, what else? You know, there's just like all these sets, official sets, up around the room. And one of the cool things was Jake Sadovich's Ship in a Bottle, the Lego Ideas set, was there, and it was assembled, and it was up on the shelf. And I took a picture of it, and I texted Jake, and I said, "Hey, Jake, did you know that your Ship in a Bottle set?" Jake Sadovich is this fan designer of the Lego Ship in a Bottle. And I texted him and I said, "Did you know that your Ship in a Bottle is on the shelf in the basement in this Lego Movie 2 exhibit?" And he's like, "No, I didn't know." And I showed him the picture. And he's like, "Well, that's great." He said, "I wonder if it's in the movie." And so then he must own Lego Movie 2, or maybe he went out and rented it. And he was able to get 2 screen captures from Lego Movie 2 where you can see his set in the background of the film. And I just thought that was really wonderful. And he didn't know that his set was visible in the film. And so that was a lot of fun. And it was just really wonderful getting there, to see it there. This year, I've also met and become acquainted with one of the Lego designers named Nico Voss, and he was one of the guys that worked on developing the Apocalypseburg set for the film. So he didn't design the official Apocalypseburg set that you could buy in the Lego store. But he worked on the version that you see in the film because the actor that plays Finn, had to be able to tear it apart for that slow motion scene where he's tearing it apart. Hope that's not a spoiler. I hope everyone here has seen the Lego Movie 2 or doesn't want to see the Lego Movie 2. But anyway, and so he got to work on that set, and then I got to see it in Legoland, California. It was so great. All these little worlds colliding. And then I think one of the most famous Lego, what do they call those, modular buildings, and maybe it was Green Grocer or something like that, was up on the shelf, and it was, kind of up at the same eye line as Jake's Ship in a Bottle. And so they just had all those neat little things around, and I had a lot of fun there. Anyway. Let's see. Oh, hey, Jake Sadovich. Speaking of Jake Sadovich, it's like, Jake, were your ears itching? Did you sense that I was talking about you and then pop into the live stream? All right, everybody. I hope I'm going to pronounce this name right. We got Tiago Caterino. Tiago, that's how I'm going to say your name. Tell me if I'm wrong, and you're welcome to try to correct me. Tiago was the designer, or one of the designers of this set, and he is here in the live chat. So if you have any specific questions about this set, or if you have any questions, for a Lego designer, I think Tiago, if my memory serves me correctly, I think Tiago has moved on to a different type of design work outside of the Lego company. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, still, a fantastic source for, I guess, inside information for people who might want to ask questions of a Lego designer. And Tiago was behind the creator expert gingerbread house. What a pleasure, what an honor. So if you're still here and you're still watching and you're engaging in the live chat, you have the privilege, as do I, of being in the presence of the designer of the very set that I'm building. And Tiago, I have to apologize, I'm not getting along very quickly. I'm on the snowblower, and we're 40 minutes into this stream. All right, you all talk to each other a little bit in the live chat there, and let's see how quickly I can build the snowblower. Coming along here. Tiago, I can tell that this is going to be a wonderful set. I'm really excited about it. I'm loving the minifigures. I can't wait to finish this thing up. But apparently I'm not very good at engaging the... Okay, so let's see. Designed by Jamie Berard himself. What was designed by Jamie Berard himself? Oh, did you hear the part where I was talking about the greengrocer? Alright, anyway, we're moving on. Or did Jamie design the gingerbread house? Oh, the snowblower. Jamie designed the snowblower. Awesome. This is great. Cool. Here we go. We're moving right along. I love these, like, baby blue and pink. The colors in this thing just really make you want to eat it. Oh, did Jake say hi a while ago? That's funny. Yeah, so I was part of that story about the Lego Movie 2 exhibit in Disney, I'm sorry, in Legoland, California. I mentioned Nico Voss and I mentioned Jake Sadovich, and then I was gonna mention Jamie Berard, and I sort of felt the need to like stop like talking about famous Lego people, because that was the other thing. I think, you know, I saw one of Jamie's modulars there in the set from the Lego Movie 2, and okay, there is the snowblower designed by the Jamie Berard. Wonderful. All right, now we'll keep cruising on. We're making look like some sort of gift boxes, perhaps. This should be fairly quick and straightforward. So, Tiago, how long ago did you start working on the design for this set? That would be, I think, an interesting, you know, it's going to come out at the 1st of October. How long ago did development begin for the gingerbread house? We'll see if Tiago has an answer for us. Thank you so much for joining us in the live stream for this build. I mentioned a little earlier in the stream, my official review for this set will appear on Beyond the Brick next week. But I'm going to try to start as often as, you know, embargo and whatnot allows with Lego. I will try to live build on my channel a set that I am about to review for Beyond the Brick. So you can see next week my review for this set over there on Beyond the Brick, youtube.com/BeyondTheBrickTV. May last year, and took 2 to 3 months from start to finish. May last year. So does that mean that this set took 2 to 3 months from start to finish? So does that mean that this set, like, was ready for about a year before it went to the shelf? Or, because May last year, would that be 2018 you started, and then you worked on designing the model for about 2 to 3 months? That'd take us to late summer 2019 or 2018, and then it takes a year then for the set to actually get to the shelf. Yeah, yeah, okay, cool, nice. This is awesome. Tiago, I wish I had created a way for you to call in. We should have done this on a Google, I don't know, a Google chat or something, and you and I could have been talking. But I hope you don't mind answering some questions in the live chat there. Thank you so much for being here. It's really a wonderful privilege for all of us. Here I am assembling a little train, it looks like. I worked recently on the Disney train, and it comes with a couple of tiny train models. And so it's fun to see how, you know, itty-bitty, presumably models or toy trains to a minifigure. We've seen this a number of times in Christmas sets and other sets, and there were a couple new ones in the recent Disney train set that I just put together. And it's fun to see how trains are built, you know, in such a small scale. It would almost be interesting to see, you know, some group of train enthusiasts just cranking out teeny tiny trains. That would be a lot of fun. Tiago, what do you think was one of the biggest challenges in designing this set? We'll wait and see if he's got an answer to that question. Tell you what, I can't tell you all how big of a privilege it is for us to have the designer of this set in the live chat with us. And that's fine. He says, can't promise to stay for long. I'll try to linger while I can. That's fine. Maybe we'll just ask Tiago a couple questions while he's here. Mine is, what was the most challenging part about designing this set? And then as we build it in the live stream, we'll discover perhaps the roofs and the chimney for sure. Okay. All right. Well, it was a challenge to you, and it makes me excited to build it. That's awesome. How about, are there any, let's see, I've heard a little bit about the process that designers go through to like request new parts, and that's sort of like a game that all the designers have to play to try to get new parts or new colors. Was there anything for this set that you really, you know, fought for or made some barters with other team, you know, other design teams to get? Any specific elements in the Gingerbread house that were sort of a win for you getting into the parts library for this set? Here is the little train. Nice. Oh, Tiago, were you also the Lego designer for the Ship in a Bottle? Hey, Corey Kinnick is in the live chat. All right, Galagade asks Tiago if can we please ask if we can have Western sets and classic castles or space themes again. He's not going to be able to answer those questions. Okay, the gold ingot element in tan. I thought I already saw that. Oh no, I've seen one in brown. Okay, so there's a gold ingot element in the color tan. And so we will come across that somewhere in the build here. Tiago says that that is one of the elements that he had to kind of fight for to get into this set. And okay, and then he says, and the elves element used in the star for the tree. Okay, so was that the one I was talking about earlier? That one? That's a cool element. I haven't built any elf sets, so that one was new to me. But I love how it went into the star. Awesome. Lovely. Corey, thanks for joining us. Let us know what you got going on today. We're just hanging out here. I haven't got very far. I've been talking a lot more in the live stream. I need a partner. That's what I need. I need a partner for live streams. Yeah, in trans yellow. It's really cool. This would be good for a lot of things. I'm sure a lot of people are going to love to have that in trans yellow. All right, moving on. Got the train put together. A couple more little gift boxes, it looks like here. I'm so close to the end of bag one. I just got to knock it out. Y'all entertain yourselves in the chat for a minute. I'm gonna get busy building here. But that's what I'm saying. I need a partner here in the studio with me for live streams so that I can just spend some time building, or they can just spend some time building, and I can spend some time talking to people in the chat. Yeah, and Tiago no longer works for Lego. Well, thank you very much for all of the wonderful designs that you contributed to the catalog while you were at Lego. And it was really, we got some wonderful stuff from you. That T-Cat, nice. Got a couple more presents here. And then what is this? Is this going to be like a rocking horse or something? Yeah, rocking horse. Oh, cute. Okay. So this is like a number of perhaps holiday gifts for the baby or for other people in the gingerbread world. Yeah, okay. Tiago worked on the ship in a bottle. So we have in the chat, I don't know if Jake is still watching, but Jake Sadovich was the fan designer for Ship in a Bottle, and Tiago here was the Lego designer for Ship in a Bottle. And they are both in the chat today. So we're having a good time. We're having a good time. Corey Kinnick here is in the chat. We got to hang out at, well, we didn't spend a whole lot of time hanging out together, but we were both at Rose City Comic Con here in Portland last weekend. You know, it's always a good time. Let's see. I just love these itty-bitty builds. You know, when you have to represent something using a really small number of parts, it's always fun for me. Corey says, doing some product image knockouts and pre-press processing today for retail ads. Is that your trade, Corey? Almost done with the rocking horse. Man, this thing is cute. I love these inverted curved slopes. That makes up, you know, it makes for being able to detail a lot of stuff that, you know, the underside, it seemed like when I was a kid, the underside of Lego sets were just anti-studs all over. And now it's like you can do a little bit more interesting stuff with some of the, you know, the stuff that has studs on top and is smooth on the bottom. It's fun. We're getting close here. This looks like oh, look at that. Look at that. The horse rocks. Okay. Here we go. We're just going to plug away. We're having a good time. If I say that enough times, does it make it true? Corey says, yep, but also brainstorming some build ideas for Bricks Cascade. Yeah. Thanks for the stream today. No problem, Corey. Y'all, Corey did one of the most amazing things I've seen with the Forma. I shared a little bit of it in a Beyond the Brick video recently. I guess it was probably a couple months ago now. But if you haven't seen Corey's Forma, you should go check it out. That is probably one of my favorite bits of the set. The rocking horse. Yes, I love it. It's so, like, I want to turn it into a GIF that just rocks and rocks and rocks and rocks. And then we got, like, a teeny little truck here. A toy truck. Man, that's small. That's awesome. Tiago, can you tell us anything about the gingerbread people? One of the questions that someone asked earlier in the stream was, is this Winter Village? I didn't know how to answer that. I don't know, are Winter Village sets like officially kind of branded Winter Village? Or do people just call them Winter Village? Is this considered Winter Village? Is this like in a different world where the people that live in the world are gingerbread people? Or are these gingerbread people meant to coexist with typical minifigure people? Those are the questions that are rolling around in my mind. I'd love to know, like, what's the bigger universe of this gingerbread house? Or are they intended to be inanimate objects that, like, these are just literally intended to be gingerbread people in the form of Lego? All of that stuff is interesting to me. Any insights you have into that, Tiago, I would find interesting. Gallagade said, Boone, can we ask if Bricklink is continuing with the A-fold design program with more new designs? I don't think that is known yet. What I can share with you about that is public knowledge, and it is stuff that I know from presentations primarily at Brickworld this year. So the question there about is A-fold design program going on, I don't know. I don't think that decision has been made yet. I think Bricklink and Lego needed to get to the end of the pilot program and sort of see how it went. And, you know, not everybody has received their sets yet, so not everyone who has made purchases has been able to respond about their experience in the A-fold design program. There is definite interest from Bricklink in doing it again. When I was in Chicago, who was there? From Lego, the gentleman, I can picture his face, and now, of course, on a live stream, his name would just completely escape me. His name is... It'll come to me. Anyway, he is a gentleman at Lego who is sort of in charge of, like, all of the fan engagement. So he's like, he's above a lot of different things, I think, but fan engagement is sort of the general thing that he's like the way top head guy of. And his name is... I can picture his face. Anyway, he said that there were definitely some good things about the collaboration between Lego and Bricklink, and they just needed to kind of see how things went. No, it's not Jan. Perry says Jan Beyer. No, it wasn't Jan Perry, but thank you, Perry, thank you for joining us, Perry. Perry is one of my close buddies here in the Portland area, and we are working on something big and secret for Bricks Cascade 2020. It's going to be the Boone and Perry bomb that we drop on. That's not a great metaphor. The Boone and Perry explosion that we release into Bricks Cascade 2020. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so Tiago says it is Winter Village, but a little more to the fantasy side of things, like Santa's Workshop in the past. Okay, so Tiago, the designer. Tiago, were you like the primary designer on this set, or did you have other people on your team? I know there was probably, you might have been the model designer, and then there was probably a graphic designer, or describe a little bit about that. Who else worked on this? That'd be really interesting to hear. Let's see, Gallagade says, more crazy Duplo world, I hope, Boone and Perry. Well, we certainly, I'm sure, will bring some more Dupocalypse to the Apocalypse theme. Holy smokes. All right, we're 1 hour in. I think I started 5 minutes late, so we're 55 minutes into this build, and I'm starting book 2. I'm embarrassed about how slow I'm going, but I'm having so much fun. It was, Wasn't Jan. It was the guy. Anyway, he said at Brickworld Chicago that the A-fold design program seemed to go well, and that he felt like it was serving, you know, a piece of Lego's fandom, or the fandom of Lego, that hadn't been served before. So that seems positive. I don't know if they'll do it again. I'm getting back to, you know, in a roundabout way to Gallagate's question about the A-fold design program. I had a really wonderful time with the program. T-Cat says, I'm enjoying the relaxed nature of the stream. That's good. That's good. I'm not actually going to finish the set today, but that's okay. We're going to have fun. And I'm so pleased that the designer of the set popped into the chat with us. You know, the more you get in, I've found the more you get into the world of the Lego fandom, the smaller the world gets, because you start to get to know. This has been my experience. I shouldn't say you. I should say, in my experience, started getting to know these people from around the world. Some of them work for Lego. Some of them have just been diehard fans for their whole lives. Some of them are brand new to it, but you become, or I have become, part of this community in a way that has just kind of blown my mind. And now it's like people from around the world are my friends. It's amazing, and it's been really beautiful to watch. Let's see, what do we got here? I'm gonna need some of these one by ones. I probably shouldn't hold my hand like that, because then you guys can't see what I'm doing. I need a zoom lens for a webcam, so that I can like put one like up there that zooms right down in on what I'm doing. You realize the world is all minifig scale. Oh yeah, that's funny. All right, so Tiago says, I was the model designer for this one. We had Kjeld working on the graphics on the minifigs. New printed tile and stickers. Cool. Nice. Also, the initial sketch model was done by Florian M. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing that info with us. Tiago, thank you for joining us. This has been a real pleasure. So I think I saw somewhere up there you said something like, in response to someone, Tiago, you said, still trying to figure it out, had to surpass the dream job. Oh, hard to surpass the dream job. Yeah, so I see you had the dream job, and now you're still figuring it out. All right, well, I certainly wish you the best. I know that challenge of finding the thing that you're supposed to be doing, the thing that seems right, and then you know, continuing to have to solve that problem over and over again throughout adulthood certainly is a challenging task. And it is not, I'm not a stranger to that experience, although we all have our own experience. That's in no way for me to, you know, try to take that away from your experience. But I feel for you, and I wish you the absolute best in whatever is next. And let's see, it says Jamie Berard was the design lead on this. So I got to meet Jamie for the first time this year. It was really a pleasure. You know, he is understandably, I think, one of the most kind of well-known designers for people who don't work for Lego. You know, for people who are just fans, for people who collect sets. I don't know, in my experience, it seems like Jamie Berard, like if you're going to know the name of a designer, you know the name Jamie Berard. So it was really a wonderful pleasure to meet him this year. And when I was with Jang, I got to interview Jang from Jang Bricks at his place. in July. We sat down and had a great time just talking about our experience on YouTube and our experience in the Lego community. And one of the last questions I asked Jang was, if there was one person you would love to get an email from, who would it be? And I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking like, you know, huge celebrities like, I don't know, a past president, or you know, I don't know, Jesus Christ, or and then he says Jamie Berard, and I'm like, Jamie Berard, but I laughed almost because it's like, that seems, like I said, the world has gotten so much smaller, and it's almost like I couldn't believe that the Jang Bricks like didn't already know Jamie Berard, or hadn't ever communicated with Jamie Berard, or that they hadn't had the opportunity to meet. Because to me, both of them are like these Lego celebrities, and so it was just amazing to like hear Jang say that, and that in another way is just like, yeah, we're all normal people, and so it was a pleasure to meet Jamie when I got to meet him. And he recognized my name from the from my AFOL design program set, the antique fire engine. So I was really pleased that that it was at least a little bit well known enough that Jamie would have heard of it and seen it and recognized my name. That was really cool. Gallagade said, "Are you excited for the USA version of Lego Masters on Foxboon?" Yes, I am very excited. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I am. I'm excited. Are you excited, Gallagade? Have you been able to watch? All right, whenever a review of Jang on our sets would go live, we would be telling each other, "You've been janged." Yeah, nice. Wouldn't it be cool if Jang was a judge on there? I honestly, I would not be surprised if Jang or people like Jang were judges on there. He already lives in California. He has the largest, I think, the largest Lego-related YouTube following. Yeah. I would be surprised if he were not involved in some way with the new Lego Masters. I know that those casting directors were really reaching out to a lot of people, through July and August. Gallagade says, "I've only seen the UK version, Boone, and I loved it." Yeah. It's been challenging for me to watch. In the United States, it's hard to get. So I think the most we're able to see of Lego Masters is like a bunch of clips that Lego Masters Australia has on YouTube. And it's really wonderful to watch. And so I can't wait to see some people. Here's the deal. I'm going to be really surprised if there is nobody on that show that we don't all know. You know what I mean? Like, we all know and follow each other, and so I anticipate that some of the cast of this show will be people that we recognize. So I really look forward to that. I'm thinking, like, I wonder which of the Lego designers, or I mean the Lego builders, the fan builders that I know and respect and have grown to appreciate, like, which of those people am I going to see on national TV? That excites me. All right. We've got a nice checkerboard pattern on the floor here. Looking nice. Pressing on. I'm on step number 10. I'm just going to keep, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to keep laughing at myself about how slowly I'm building. But I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade building faster in a live stream for the engagement that I get in the comments. You know, I wonder if it wouldn't hurt. Let's see. Y'all can see these at the bottom of that screen. Okay. These are all the bags that I've yet to get to yet. Oh, we got Pandas. Hi, hello, Pandas. Welcome. I got to know Pandas in a cool little app that we were both using for a while, and I think it has gone now. What was that called? Brickstar? Brixtar, I think is what it was called. And I don't think it is in production any longer. But it was a really fun little app that was geared directly toward Lego mock builders and Lego set collectors, I think. And I think primarily Lego mock builders, and this whole app was designed for this and building a community around it. And I really loved it. And that is, I believe, where I met Pandas online. And now I think it's gone. Gallagate says, have you not applied with Mark to be on their Boone or with Perry? Yeah, I can answer that question. Mark and I applied. Mark Cruikshank and I applied to be on Lego Masters US. I don't know anything beyond that. Okay. Let's see. We're moving on. Okay, Panda says Brickstar unfortunately went in bankruptcy. Unfortunate. Yeah. I thought it was a great app. The thing they did really well was they tailored their product to what this community needed. And so it's really unfortunate that they didn't find a way to monetize it. I almost feel like it could have operated under... It seems like a product like that could have operated under, you know, volunteer support, similar to, you know, I don't know, like all the people that have volunteered for Bricklink or Brickset over the years and whatnot. Gallagade says, cool, our lips are sealed then. It's not a secret that Mark and I applied. I just don't have anything to say beyond that. Okay. And Gallagade, do we know each other in person? How do you know? Do you just follow? Do you just know that I'm close to Mark and Perry, like through Beyond the Brick stuff, or do I know you in person and I'm just not recognizing you by your handle? That's it. I'm interested in hearing the answer to that. Cool. Look, I'm about to turn the page. What a milestone. Tiago, if you are still there, please make sure you say goodbye before you bounce off the stream. I'm sure we would all love to tell you how much we appreciate you having stopped by. Colin, welcome. Thanks for watching. I'm on to step 14. For anyone who has recently joined us, I'm working on the Lego Creator Gingerbread house. I'm not very far. Oh, okay. Yes, your 24-hour stream, but I'm in the UK, Boone. We have not met yet. Okay, so yeah. So you've watched the 24-hour live stream. You've seen Mark and Perry here with me in my studio. Cool, good, yeah. Yeah, so Mark and I, we've got some things going on, one of which is applying for Lego Masters. I know everybody and their brother applied for Lego Masters, so if you are one of them, best of luck to you. And it's going to be steep competition, I know, because everybody I know that has applied is a wonderful builder. And it's reality TV. They're going to be looking for a certain set of personalities. You know, so it's almost like, I think, building with Lego is like the baseline of what they're looking for. And what will set you apart from all the other teams is everything else. It's your personality, it's your story, it's how you know your partner and how you interact. And all of that is going to be like above and beyond your skill or experience or ability as a builder. Let's see. Grand Moff Tarkin says, welcome back. Good to see you, buddy. I assume you're talking to me. Welcome back, Grand Moff Tarkin. Thank you. I've been working on my studio. For those of you who have been watching Boon Builds and before that Toy Replay, thank you all for still being here. And I'm working on my studio in hopes that I can do this more regularly. So we'll see. But thank you very much. Gallagate says, I hope you and Mark will get in. Thank you very much, Gallagade. I appreciate the well wishes there. Tiago, reason why you should be picked, Boone. Maybe you're talking about personality and story. The one thing is like Mark and I, as much as, you know, it is what it is, Mark and I are like two white dudes, you know what I mean? So I'm sure as a reality TV show are going to be looking to like fill these different demographics. You know, if they have, I don't know, 12 people or 12 teams and 24 people, they're going to be wanting a wide variety of, you know, people's backgrounds and people's, you know, appearance and all that. And so who knows? So I think, you know, if like, well, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. You will see along with me. Let's see. Thank you, Grand Moff. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be pumping out some more videos. Oh yeah, I wish Mark would show more of his work on YouTube. Yeah, outside of Lego conventions, he's pretty private. So, you know, you get to see Mark's stuff when you know, when he's interviewed at a Lego convention, you know, for like Beyond the Brick and so forth. But you should follow him on Instagram. I know, you know, that's not videos, but if you follow anybody, if you use Instagram, follow Mark on Instagram, because that's where he sort of shares, you know, photographs of the stuff that he's working on and the, you know, the little things that he just builds from time to time. So let's see, his name on Instagram is M.E. Cruikshank. So it's MECRUICKSHANK. I know that's a mouthful, but it's me Cruikshank, all one word, on Instagram. So that's Mark. If you want to find me, I'm just Boon Builds on Instagram. And I think Instagram and Facebook, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you're going to get a lot of the same things because my Instagram basically just pushes to Facebook. But you know, on Facebook, I also share like stuff about my family and whatnot. You know, pictures of my kids. Instagram, I try to keep pretty exclusively related to Lego. Okay, here we go. I'm still moving on. I'm placing like 1 brick per minute here. Let me see if I can pick up the pace a little bit. It would be cool if I could at least, where are we at? 11:19. Well, I think I'll finish bag 2 before I have to wrap up today, but I don't know if I will finish any more than that. We'll see. Maybe I'll at least open bag 3. If you're with us here and you don't get to see the whole build today, I'll probably be streaming the rest of the build maybe this same time, like Tuesday morning, or maybe sometime over the weekend. So I'll definitely share, you know, my some announcement about coming back into the live stream to try to finish this gingerbread house. I'll share that on Instagram and Facebook. So you can find me as Boon Builds at both of those places. So hopefully you won't miss my announcements about finishing up this build. We got some kind of like white curved slopes here that are acting as little like snow drifts. That's pretty cute. And they're also holding these white plates together. Nice, good. I don't know if I showed you when I applied the sticker that says Home Sweet Home. So that's like a welcome mat for the gingerbread people. How close can I get to this and have it focus? It's pretty good. Cool. All right. I think I'm almost ready to turn the page. We got one more little snowdrift, and it goes right out from there. Oh, and I forgot a piece here. We got this. Oh! I just realized I haven't put in this entire little tile floor section. So we got a bunch of white and a bunch of, is this teal or dark teal? I don't know the names of colors. I don't feel like I have to know everything. Like, some people out there are gonna know every name of every Lego color. I don't know, it's not that important to me. I see it, I know what it looks like, and that's fine. But I suppose if you know the name of that kind of teal color, you're welcome to share it in the live stream. Anybody have any plans? You got any like trips coming up? Got any trips coming up or any Lego conventions coming up? Anyone in the stream planning on going to a BrickCon in Seattle? Just a couple weeks away. I love it when sets have like these 1x1 tiles, you know, set into a floor, and it looks like real tile in the world, and it seems like such kind of extravagant part usage that it just, I don't know, I would call it like decadent, right? It makes me happy when you like kind of place all those and you see this little like, I don't know, it looks like a kitchen floor to me. Isn't that cute? I guess it's the entryway of the house. I love this kind of stuff. Okay, I think I'm finally moving on. I must have skipped ahead. I did a couple things out of order there, but I think I've got everything now. We get a bunch of jumpers in here. We'll see what that's. Maybe this is part of the fireplace? I think this might be the base of the fireplace. That T-Cat says, I'm traveling to Scotland in a couple weeks. Holy smokes. That's called sand blue? Okay. Is it sand blue, Boone? I don't know. Oh, no. I don't think it's sand blue. I think sand blue has just a little less green in it and a little more gray. But I'm not sure. This looks more greenish, like a teal blue to me. But I don't think it's the same as... I don't know, maybe it is the regular teal. Because I saw someone talking about the free the exclusive that you get with going to with getting the Droid Commander set from Lego right now is like a miniature version of the droids from Droid Commander. So someone was like, oh, and teal. So this might be that color teal. It's a beautiful color. And yes, I was right. These are for the fireplaces. So let's see. It looks like I built two of the same little base to the fireplace. I also love the 1x1 round plate with the hole in the top. I think that was a really brilliant piece when they came out with that. There's a lot of things you can do. Jake Sadovich says he's going to BrickCon. T-Cat, tell us, what are you going to Scotland for? Is it just a trip? Gallagade says, not going to any shows in the UK, Boone. There one in London, but it's a bit expensive to go there for the weekend. Oh, okay. Well, sorry to hear that. I hope you were able to enjoy, you know, some things from a distance. Certainly nice to have you in the stream. That's one way to do it. And you're confirming that it It is teal blue. Yes, nice color, teal blue. Okay, great. We got it. We got it figured out. There's some crazy, like, purplish, pinkish, sparkly, transparent bricks in this build. It's pretty wild. I think they maybe are going to go together to be some sort of, like, kind of stained glass-ish type of thing. Oh, T-Cat, I saw... Oh, let's see. T-Cat says, my wife has an Irish dance competition. Holy smokes. Wait a second. You're going to Scotland for an Irish dance competition. Are the Scottish going to be upset about that? I'm just kidding. Tiago says, never liked the glitter bricks. This is probably one of the only pieces where it kind of fits, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see how it sort of plays into this build here. Is it like a stained glass window kind of thing? I think that's what I remember from, yeah, they're just the windows. Some of the windows are sparkly pink and purple. That's fun. Glitter, that's right. So he's calling them glitter bricks. Hey Sadovich, I'm interested in what are you doing today? Are you building right now, or are you just like hanging out? What is it the day in the life of Jake Sadovich that allows him to just join us midday for a live stream? Gallagate, I can answer for T-Cat. He lives just down the highway from me a little ways here in Oregon. So he's going to be going a long way for an Irish dance competition. Ooh, we got a little axe here. That's cute. Little axe goes right there. I think it's interesting how so I want to show something, y'all watch this with me. I want to show something to that camera that's focused right here on the build. But when I move something over there, this camera that's on me refocuses. It's weird, watch. Did you see how it was the other camera that like refocused? When it's this that I'm moving. Maybe this big camera is just like super sensitive or something. I don't know. T-Cat says, yep, it's quite the trip for just a couple days of dancing. Haha. Nice. I'm going to do a little bit of, let's see. Can I? Why isn't that doing anything? Huh. Okay, never mind. All right, plugging away. Oh, this is cute. So right next to the axe that I just showed you, we get kind of a side-built little pile of wood. So there'll be sort of like a pile of wood sitting on the outside of the house next to the fireplace. This is fun. I just love the little things about these builds that just add these little bits of realism. Jake says, sitting at home watching a live stream. Nice. I love it. That's great. Jake, can I talk vaguely about the thing that you've been working on? And I've seen some pictures, or is it a total secret? Who? Killer Games says the gingerbread house is cool. I was just joking about the ears, by the way. What ears? Oh, been a while, Boone. Are those Mr. Potato Head ears ready yet? Yeah. No, it's just it's an ongoing joke that I left. I don't know how it did not occur to me in the slightest to add ears to my Mr. Potato Head mock. So Killer Games, is that are you've changed your name on YouTube a couple times as have I. You own my Lego Mr. Potato Head, right? You are welcome to add ears to it at your leisure. I'm sorry I forgot them. But yeah, one of the most common comments of the gingerbread video, or not gingerbread, we're working on gingerbread, of the Mr. Potato Head video was um, uh, where are the ears? And it's a lot of people have commented, where are the ears? And that video is still live. It's a few years old, and now Killer Games Killer Games has that little mock that I did. Because I think he won it on an episode of Weekly Toy Box. Oh, speaking of, I think, what was it? Oh, okay, Killer Games says, I'll see you later. Minifigure Collector asked me a little bit earlier in the stream if I'll ever bring back Weekly Toy Box. That was a weekly show I had before I started kind of doing exclusively Lego stuff. And I think primarily I stopped doing it because life kind of, life happened and I just had to stop doing a regular thing for a while. I don't know if I will bring back Weekly Toy Box exactly, but my hope is that I'll be able to do something similar to that, or maybe just like more frequent, perhaps even weekly live streams. I think it'll be fun, to see what happens in the future. I really want to be doing more of this stuff. I always do. Always want to be doing more of this stuff than it seems like I get around to doing. But it's what I love to do. It's a lot of fun. And we're just going to keep going. Keep going. Speaking of keep going, I'm going to see if I can get done with bag number 2 here before the end of this stream. Maybe I'll just stop trying to keep up with the live chat. T-Cat, when you get back from Scotland, you maybe want to come out here and just like join me for a live stream. I feel like it would be a lot easier for me if I had someone to just read the live stream or to read the live chat while I build, and then I think I could build a lot faster. Because I don't want to leave people out. All right, yeah, for sure, dude. Sweet, awesome. Gabe's Gaming says, "What is up? What is up, Gabe's Gaming? Glad you're here. Working on the Lego Creator Gingerbread House. Gingerbread House is a phrase I do not say for most of the year. So I guess it's one of those words that it's hard for me to call into my brain. Like, what am I working on here? It's a house. It's a gingerbread house. Gabe's Gaming, love you so. Thank you. Here we go. So far, I have built all the little things in this set. They're sitting down here. Hopefully you can see the gingerbread people and a few of like the toys that come with this. The rocking horse is one of my favorite parts of this set so far. We had, I don't know if he's still with us, Tiago Catarino was in the live stream with us. He was the Lego designer for this set. Killer Games says, will you be getting the Star Destroyer? We talked about the Star Destroyer a little bit earlier in the stream. I don't think I will be getting it. I'm not opposed to it. But years ago, this is an interesting story, I hope. Years ago, I had to convince myself not to collect Lego Star Wars stuff because I am a collector, and I've got that sort of collecting gene, and at times I'd almost even call it an addiction of like trying to complete a collection. And so I sat myself down many, many years ago. It was probably around the year 2002. And I had to say, Boone, you can't collect. You can't try to collect the Star Wars stuff because there's just so much of it. You'll go crazy and your house will be full of Star Wars stuff and your wife will want to leave you. This is me speaking to myself. If you collect the Star Wars stuff. So I have not collected the Star Wars stuff. I love it. I love Star Wars. I'm a big Star Wars fan. The one thing I do let myself collect is the Boba Fett Slave One ships. And I have almost all of them that have been released by LEGO so far. So that is the one like niche piece of LEGO Star Wars that I let myself engage. I missed a whole piece over here, a whole part of the build. So that is a long way of answering the question, am I going... Something just fell in my house. I heard it. Don't know what it was. Anyway, that's that. I hope someone has not broken into my house. I just heard something fall out there. Hopefully it's okay. Let me see if I can catch up on a couple of these questions while I'm building here. I would like to see reviews or more mocks on here. You're amazing at the ray guns and stuff. Okay, good, cool. I got more mocks coming. I'm gonna try to do... What's the problem here? I'm gonna try to do some like more frequent updates when Perry and I get to the point where we're building our big secret thing for Bricks Cascade 2020. I'll have a space over here that's dedicated just for that, and hopefully, as long as I don't know if Perry and I will want to keep it super secret until the bitter end, but I think it would be fun to do like some weekly updates on how that build is progressing because it's going to be a pretty big build. And yes, I will try to share more mocks with you in the near future. Boone, you have to do a comparison with the real gingerbread house with your kids. See which one they preferred. Yum. Okay. So, like, build a real gingerbread house out of gingerbread and do a comparison. Wouldn't that be fun to try to build a gingerbread house that looked exactly like the Lego gingerbread house? That would be a fun activity. Yeah, and I could do that with my kids. I'm sure we would have a lot of fun with that. Killer Games says, have you seen the new episode, the episode 9 sets? I don't think I have. Maybe... I don't think I've seen those. Episode 9. No, I don't think I've seen those sets. I think maybe I saw... Were those like the ones that were leaked a couple weeks ago? And it was kind of a big deal that they were like leaked out? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I think my computer's about to die. Hold on. I don't know what just happened. Is the live stream still going? Something just happened. Well, my stream health is not looking good. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's... My internet. Well, we're almost done here. We only got about 20 minutes left. Oh well. I gotta figure out how to up my stream health here. Maybe if I plugged in directly to my... Does anyone mind if I take a minute to plug directly? I'll plug a hard wire into my router. See if that improves the stream at all. We got all kinds of people now being like, alright, I'm done watching. Don't be done watching. I'll be right back in a minute. I'm just going to plug a hard wire from my laptop into my internet box. And we'll see if that makes a difference. I've got one right over here. I should have started with this. We'll see if this helps. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Just going to plug in a hard wire here and see if it helps my stream health. Has it been bad the whole time? You'll have to let me know. Tell me in the chat. Has the stream been really crummy looking the whole time? This computer. There we go. Just gotta get back here to the router. Let's see. I gotta move my Lego house tree to get to the router. Don't want to knock over my Forma. Okay, what do we got here? That's... I can't tell. I should have done all this before I started streaming today. But I'm not convinced, you know, This is gonna be funny if you watch me drop all this stuff. I'm not convinced that I've had better luck in the past with plugging my computer in versus just being on the Wi-Fi. So let's see. That make any difference? I've done damage to my Lego house tree here. What have I done? This must be the flag on the castle. Okay. So this can go back up here. And then my Forma goes up here. And it doesn't look like that has made a difference. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I am wired. Stream health. I wonder if, can I change my stream settings midstream? Settings. I doubt it. I doubt. Yeah. Output. Huh. Now where'd my chat go? There we go. Tiago says, Boone, I'm going soon. Hope you're having fun with the set. It cleared up while you were plugging in. Did it? Tiago, thank you so much for being with us. Huh. Sorry, everybody. Looks like my stream is just not getting the output it needs. Okay. Gallagade said, Boone, come back. It looks fine now. I see Lego House added another branch to the tree for pirates. It cleared up. Corey said it cleared up while plugging in. Is it clear now? YouTube is telling me that my output is low. Tiago, if you can hear me, thank you so much. I really appreciate you stopping by. I can tell this set is really going to be a lot of fun. I'm sorry I didn't get farther while you were with us. Oh, man. Josh is here. We got Brick25. Hello, hello. I hate to stop the stream, but I can't tell if YouTube is getting it or not. I'm going to keep the stream active. I'm just